Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Shock. Dispatch reveals Boat and Oat secretly broke up. What really happened behind closed doors? The entertainment world woke up in disbelief today as Dispatch dropped a bombshell revelation that has left fans in absolute shock. Thailand's golden couple, Boat and Oat, have secretly broken up. 4 years, the two were the epitome of love, chemistry, and perfection, turning every glance, every smile, every appearance into a fairytale moment fans believed would last forever. From their dreamy wedding earlier this year to the countless interviews where they promised forever, the pair seemed inseparable. But according to Dispatch, the fairytale has quietly cracked behind closed doors, and now the truth is finally out. Crescent Moon, the late-night discovery. Sources claim the first whispers of trouble began when Oat was spotted leaving an upscale Bangkok apartment alone late at night. What made it more suspicious was that Boat wasn't with him, and he appeared visibly upset, almost as if he had been crying. For days, fans speculated it was just exhaustion, stress, or even health issues, but Dispatch now claims it was much deeper. Their insiders revealed that arguments between Boat and Oat had been growing more frequent, centered around the pressures of fame, overwhelming schedules, and the burden of living under constant public scrutiny. While they smiled for cameras, insiders say behind the scenes they struggled to reconcile their personal lives with the spotlight. Broken Heart, a love story tested by fame. The couple's relationship has always been under a microscope. From the moment their wedding video went viral, every move, every post, every absence was analyzed. Some fans even pointed out that Oat's recent silence on social media was a red flag. "We knew something wasn't right," one fan confessed online. Oat always shared little moments with Boat, and suddenly, nothing. It broke our hearts. Boat, known for being expressive and deeply emotional, reportedly tried his best to hold the relationship together. He was seen attending industry events alone, but insiders say his smile was forced and his energy dimmed. One close friend reportedly told Dispatch, "Boat fought harder than anyone to keep things together, but sometimes love alone isn't enough when the world keeps pulling you apart." Wilted Flower, the final straw. While Dispatch has not yet revealed the exact incident that led to the split, rumors swirl that it came down to a series of misunderstandings. Some point to Oat's increasing work commitments, which left Boat feeling sidelined. Others suggest external pressures, managers, agencies, and the relentless spotlight pushed the pair to breaking point. According to sources, the final decision was mutual but devastating. Both Boat and Oat reportedly agreed that stepping away from each other was the only way to preserve their individual well-being, even though their hearts were still tied. They didn't stop loving each other, an insider whispered. They just couldn't carry the weight anymore. Crying face fans in tears, the internet explodes. As soon as Dispatch released the story, social media went into meltdown. Hashtags like #BoatOatBreakup, #LoveStillHurts, and #WeStillBelieveInBoatOat trended worldwide within minutes. Fans flooded platforms with emotional posts, some in disbelief, others in tears. One heartbreaking fan comment read, "How do you tell us love is real, show us the wedding, and then tell us it's over? This is like losing hope in love itself." Another fan added, "Boat and Oat weren't just a couple, they were our comfort. This feels personal. I can't stop crying." Globe showing Europe Africa, what comes next? The world is desperate for answers. Will Boat or Oat release a statement? Is there hope for reconciliation? Or is this truly the end of the love story that once felt too perfect to fail? Dispatch promises to release more details soon, but for now, the silence from both Boat and Oat is deafening and fans are left clinging to hope. All we know is this: behind the glittering smiles and camera flashes, Boat and Oat were human, two souls in love, crushed under the weight of fame. And now, with their breakup exposed, the world can only wonder, is this truly the end, or just a painful pause in a love story that still has unfinished chapters? Dispatch reveals the hidden pain behind Boat and Oat's breakup. Just hours after the initial bombshell dropped, Dispatch released more shocking details about the heartbreaking split of Boat and Oat. While the world was still trying to process the news, insiders painted a picture of a relationship that, though filled with love, was quietly collapsing under invisible pressures. Candle #Boat's silent tears. Friends close to Boat have confessed that he has been deeply shaken by the breakup. Once the cheerful, open-hearted half of the couple, Boat has reportedly been spending more time away from the public eye, cancelling a few appearances, and quietly retreating from the spotlight. He cried more than anyone knows, one insider said. He would smile for fans, but when he went home, he broke down. He truly believed Oat was his forever. At one private dinner with close friends, Boat reportedly broke down in tears, confessing that he still loved Oat but felt powerless to change the situation. "I didn't lose him because of lack of love," he allegedly said. "I lost him because the world made it impossible for us to breathe." Crescent Moon Oat's silence speaks volumes. Meanwhile, Oat has remained noticeably silent. His absence from social media has fueled rumors, but Dispatch reports that his silence comes not from indifference but from grief. Friends say Oat is hurting in his own way and has chosen to deal with the heartbreak privately. One of Oat's colleagues revealed, Oat doesn't know how to talk about it yet. He still checks on Boat, but they both agreed they need space. He's carrying a lot of guilt, and it's weighing on him. This silence, however, has only intensified fan speculation. Some believe Oat is holding back a public statement until he's ready, while others fear he may never address it openly. Broken heart, a love too perfect for reality. Fans can't help but reflect on the couple's wedding earlier this year, the extravagant celebration filled with tears, laughter, and promises of forever. Watching the videos now feels bittersweet, as every "I love you" and every kiss is replayed with the painful knowledge of what has followed. Many fans have described the breakup as a wound that reopens every time we see their old clips. Others cling to hope, believing the love they saw on screen cannot simply vanish. "You don't look at someone the way Boat looked at Oat and just stop loving them," one fan tweeted. "This has to be temporary." Globe showing Europe-Africa fans around the world react. The internet has exploded with reactions from across the globe. In Thailand, fans held a candlelight vigil outside one of the couple's favorite filming locations. In the Philippines, fan groups organized a live-streamed prayer session, hoping for reconciliation. In Korea and Japan, hashtags translated into multiple languages trended at once, turning the breakup into an international headline. A fan from Brazil summed up the global heartbreak. "Boat and Oat taught us that love is universal. Now their breakup reminds us that heartbreak is universal too." Dove hashes their hope. While Dispatch claims the breakup is official, some insiders whisper that the love between them hasn't completely died. "This is not about falling out of love," one close source insisted. "This is about circumstances they couldn't control. Deep down, they still care. Everyone around them knows it." This statement has ignited hope among fans, with many refusing to accept that this is truly the end. Some even believe this could be just a temporary pause in their love story, a painful storm before a reunion. Broken Heart, the story is heating up, with Dispatch teasing that they will soon release the most heartbreaking detail yet: what Boat told Oat in their final private conversation before they decided to part ways. Dispatch unveils the final conversation between Boat and Oat. After days of swirling rumors and endless speculation, Dispatch has now released the most heartbreaking revelation yet: the intimate, private conversation between Boat and Oat on the night they decided to separate. The world had been wondering what could have possibly ended such a legendary love story, and now, the truth has surfaced. Crescent Moon, the quiet night that changed everything. Insiders say it was late at night, away from cameras, away from fans, in the very home they once decorated together with dreams of forever. Boat and Oat sat across from each other in silence, the air heavy with emotions neither could put into words. For minutes that felt like hours, neither spoke until Boat finally broke the silence. With tears streaming down his face, Boat reportedly whispered, "I don't want to let you go, but I also don't want to see you hurting anymore." Oat, who had been holding back his emotions, broke down completely at those words. According to Dispatch source, Oat clutched Boat's hand tightly and replied, "You are my home, Boat. But I feel like I'm failing you every day. Maybe loving you means letting you go." Broken heart words that shattered hearts. Friends close to the couple revealed that the conversation was filled with sobs, long pauses, and moments where both tried to find another way. Boat reportedly begged Oat to fight for them one more time, while Oat cried that he couldn't handle the weight of their world anymore. Their final words to each other, according to insiders, were a mixture of love and heartbreak. Boat said, "No matter what, I will always wait for you. You're the only one I've ever wanted." Oat replied, "And you're the only one I will ever love. But sometimes love is not enough." Those words, Dispatch reported, sealed the moment. They embraced one last time, tears soaking each other's shoulders, before quietly agreeing to part ways. Dove fans react in shock and tears. The revelation of this conversation has left fans in pieces. Hashtags like #BoatOat final words, #love not enough, and #we will wait have surged across social media, with millions posting broken heart emojis and crying gifs. One fan wrote, "This is not a breakup. This is a love story paused. They still love each other, maybe more than ever, but the world pushed them apart." Another fan added, "Hearing Boat say he'll wait for Oat feels like hope. Please let them find their way back to each other." Globe showing Europe Africa, the world watches what comes next. Though Dispatch insists the breakup is official, the emotional weight of their final conversation has given fans hope that this might not be the end. Many believe that such raw, deep love cannot be buried forever. Entertainment analysts say that the way Boat spoke of waiting suggests the door to reconciliation is not fully closed. Meanwhile, Oat's words, confessing he will only ever love Boat, are seen as proof that their bond is unbreakable, even if circumstances have forced them apart for now. Broken heart as Dispatch promised, the truth of Boat and Oat's heartbreak has now been laid bare. But the question remains, is this the end of their love story, or the painful chapter before a reunion the world desperately longs for? Boat and Oat after the breakup, heartbreak, silence, and the question of a reunion. With their final conversation revealed to the world, Dispatch has turned its lens to what has happened since that devastating night when Boat and Oat chose to part ways. While the breakup has shattered millions of hearts worldwide, it has also raised one question louder than all others. Is this truly the end, or is there still hope for Boat and Oat? Crescent Moon Boat's current state, a man lost without his other half. Those close to Boat describe him as deeply broken but still clinging to hope. Despite his efforts to appear strong in public, his friends say he has lost weight, grown quieter, and spends much of his time at home. A source revealed, he wakes up and goes to sleep thinking about Oat. He still keeps Oat's things around the house. He doesn't want to move anything, as if Oat might walk back in tomorrow. At one recent private gathering, Boat reportedly broke down, confessing to his friends, "I don't know how to breathe without him. My world feels empty." Despite the pain, Boat has also vowed to honor the words he told Oat during their final night, "I will wait for you." Those words, fans believe, are the strongest sign that he sees this breakup not as an ending, but as a pause in their story. New moon symbol Oat's hidden grief, a man carrying silent guilt. While Boat's emotions have spilled over, Oat has chosen silence, but silence, as Dispatch reports, does not mean he is unaffected. On the contrary, insiders describe Oat as carrying a heavy burden of guilt, convinced that he is the reason their love couldn't survive the pressure. Oat blames himself, a colleague told Dispatch. He keeps saying Boat deserved better. He cries when no one is looking. But he won't talk about it openly, because he doesn't want to make Boat suffer more. One chilling detail has also surfaced. Oat still wears a bracelet that Boat gifted him on their wedding day. Fans noticed it in a recent behind-the-scenes clip, sparking hope that deep down, Oat hasn't let go either. Broken heart, the fans' unbreakable hope. If the couple thought their breakup would fade quietly, they underestimated the power of their love story. Around the world, fans are refusing to give up hope. Candlelight vigils, prayer circles, fan art, tribute videos, supporters have launched a global movement, determined to remind Boat and Oat that their love inspired millions and deserves a second chance. Hashtags like #BringBackBoatOat and #LoveStillLives dominate trending lists. One fan wrote, "If love this pure can't survive, then what hope do we have? We'll wait with Boat until Oat finds his way back home." Globe showing Europe Africa, is a reunion possible? Entertainment analysts and insiders are divided. Some insist that the breakup is final, pointing to the emotional toll fame has taken on the couple. Others argue that everything revealed so far, Boat's vow to wait, Oat's bracelet, the depth of their final conversation, suggests their story is far from over. Dispatch concluded its report with haunting words. "They may be apart, but their hearts remain tied. Sometimes love bends, sometimes it breaks, but the strongest love stories always find their way back. Boat and Oates' chapter of heartbreak may not be their ending, it could be the beginning of their greatest comeback yet. Broken heart rose, and so the world waits, holding its breath for the day when Boat and Oat may finally reunite, proving once again that true love can survive even the darkest storms.